My best friend Imran shared his old house experiences with me. He has shared a lot of experiences that it needs 2 to 3 videos to cover because I don't want to share all his experiences in a single video. One valid reason is that it's not only him who experienced, his elder sister and sister's husband were also the victims. I'd like to mention that Imran had one younger brother and sister and one elder sister. So, I'm going to share their experiences step by step. In this video, I'm gonna start with Imran's experience. It was 2005 when Imran's father shifted to an old mill named KTM Limited. They were given the oldest house to stay in that mill. The house was called Banglobari. Let me give you a little bit description about the house. It was in the remote area of the big mill, surrounded by a boundary which separated it from other side of the mill. There were large trees and a very old pond inside the boundary. The house had around 7 rooms, but half of the rooms were always locked due to bad condition. As I mentioned, that it was the oldest one. More than 10 years nobody used those rooms. Doesn't it feel creepy? Okay, just think that you were given a house to stay, and that house has several rooms, but few rooms are locked, are sealed, and you cannot use them, you cannot unlock them even to see what's inside that. So it feels creepy, right? Anyway, the house looked the creepiest during night. The girls would not feel comfortable to visit the area in late night. They would always light their cigarette while going there alone. They would believe that it would keep any inhuman away from them, because few of them got real scared to see something creepy, see something weird. So, many of the security guards experience some weird things during their duty late night. Okay, it was all about the house. Now, about my best friend's first experience, what he did in the very first year, in 2005. It was a day. His mother was sleeping after having lunch. His sisters and brother, the youngest brother, were in school, and father was in office. So after returning from school, Imran thought to go to the rooftop and walk after having lunch. So he was climbing stairs slowly with the light of the mobile, because the way to roof was deep dark that nobody could see anything until the door of upstairs opened. That time he suspected that someone was following his footprint. Someone was right behind him. He felt a cold gust of air. He turned back immediately, but there was nothing. He thought one of his sisters came back from school, or it can be his brother. So one of them were trying to scare him. Imran recalled his sister's name and said that they could not scare him. Saying that he reached up to the door. When he just touched the lock of the door to open, he heard that someone's running footsteps down to the stairs. He was unlocking the door and saying, "Why are you escaping now? Won't you scare me? Come back, or you were scared by me." I doubt that it was his biggest mistake to challenge to whatever that was, though he didn't do that purposely. I said whatever because it was not one of his sisters or brother. When he was, walking in the upstairs, he saw his sisters just arrive from school. So his assumption was wrong. He shouted the wrong person that time. So who was left? His younger brother, of course. He asked his sisters, where was he? They said that he went to father's office. He would return with him. Then Imran got a creepy feeling that what was there then? He came down immediately and told this to his sisters. They're not taking it seriously even, they're laughing. Few days passed. Imran almost forgot about it. But one night he woke from sleep and was going to the washroom. He needed to go through the dining room as he did use the common washroom. When he was to move the curtain, he felt something went through him. He was pushed to 2 steps back. He felt the same cold air, the same gust of air that he felt few days ago. He immediately went to the bed and covered him with blanket. He didn't shout though. He didn't even call anyone. He was so scared that he was shivering. Next day, I got to know that he had a very bad fever. He shared everything with me and told that he also told his parents about it. But they were saying that it was his hallucination. He suffered from fever for almost a week. Then he recovered. But who knew that he recovered to have the baddest experience, the real horror? This was the first part of this story of Imran's story. I would like to conclude saying that there are 3 groups of people. One group has experienced something, so they believe in such things, and the other group, the second group, hasn't experienced anything and they disbelieve, and the third group is confused whether they should believe or not, 50-50. So I don't know in which group you consider yourself, but for the group who has experienced, I just want to say in favor of them that only they know what they have gone through. They know what they have experienced. So if you can't believe in it, don't just feel them that they are alone. Don't let them feel that they are alone. When they experience something with you, you should take it seriously. You should give them support. You should not laugh at them. Then they will hide everything they suffer further, and they will be in real trouble. So be supportive.